Hey there! I feel it necessary to make a vlog to explain why I haven't been doing so many videos of late. Now, initially I wanted to do new videos every other day with older videos, that is, more nostalgic games, on than the opposite days. So there'd be a day of newer games, a day of older games, new, old, so on and so forth. Preferably with the newer one being longer and the older one shorter, and then switch it up, shorter, new ones, longer, old ones. Did I just say that twice? Whatever. You know what I mean, right? Well, unfortunately, with Deus Ex not turning out how I'd wanted, at first I thought that Deus Ex would be a lot of fun to Let's Play because it's a nostalgic game for me and it's just a really great game. But then I found when I started playing that I knew it too well. And it just wasn't fun because I knew everything that was coming and I was just like, I've seen all this before and I don't really want to play it all again. So I just decided to cancel it. Now, meanwhile, I've been trying to record other games that I can put up, and there are a number of newer games that I've tried, but they've never turned out. Well, by new games, I mean they're both nostalgic games, or at least older games, and some games that have just come out. Mostly all indie games or Steam sale games, that kind of thing. I've tried Rock of Ages, Yesterday, Rockwell Legacy. I was gonna try Stacking, but I figured maybe that'd go along the way of Rock of Ages. I tried a little bit of Binding of Isaac, which is what's playing at the moment. I've done some, just a bunch of games, but unfortunately, in the end, and like Lone Survivor, Botanicula, whatever. But the problem is that with all those games, I kind of felt like my commentary was weak. Now, I've kind of felt under pressure to record as much as possible, as fast as possible, because I'm working a job at the moment, as I do all summers. It's a full-time job, but over the 4th of July week, it just so happened that I'm not getting as many days off as I normally would. Plus, I just don't have enough content with Deus Ex canceled to fill in the time until I have days off. So basically I don't have much time to record, and the pressure of recording has prevented me from doing a very good job recording, in my opinion. So I feel like I need to kick back and relax a bit more with it, and so there may be a slight hiatus with videos until I feel I've gotten kind of comfortable number of videos built up that I could just release at will. Preferably, I'd like to keep going at 45 minutes to an hour released a day, switching between 2 or 3 games, but I need to build up videos before I can get to that point. As it stands right now, I've got really nothing to show at all. Nothing. I don't have any game finished. I tried to do Lone Survivor just this morning, in fact, but as it turned out, the video got all screwed up, and when I play new games I haven't played before, I want them to be blind to have a good reaction. Now, I could replay it, knowing how to do things for the first half of the game, and then the second half would be blind, but that just doesn't feel right to me. And a lot of games, after trying to Let's Play them and it not turning out well, it just frustrates me to the point where I just don't want to try again. I'd just rather move on to something else. A lot of those games are fun and neat, and I'm glad that I had a chance to play them. But in the end, they're just not necessarily great for me to Let's Play. Maybe someone else could do a great job with it, but it doesn't feel like my style. I like to analyze games, I like to have games with a strong story, but a lot of those games are heavier on creative, different gameplay, but that's not as easy to commentate on. Things like Rock of Ages, I hope that Rock of Ages could be just a hell of a lot of fun to Let's Play because I love the art style of it and it was just so neat to me, but it was blind, so I didn't really know what was coming. And as it turned out, I felt that Rock of Ages it just devolved into me saying the same things over and over again because, I mean, how much can you say about a rock rolling around? I could be like, oh, I better watch out for that hedge there. Oh, I fell in the hole draft. Oh, now I gotta watch out for this and that, and so on and so forth. But I don't find that very interesting to watch, personally. I'd much rather watch a game that's got a strong story and is very involving. And that's my hope that I'll be able to find games that keep that kind of tone, so I'll stay interested as a Let's Player and hopefully keep you, the viewer, interested. Now, something else, I know that some wondered after I played Adam's Venture and Max Payne, you may wonder whether or not I actually like those kinds of games, or whether I like those particular games. Now, when I'm playing a game blind, or at least when it's been long enough I don't remember much about it, it's kind of it's a much more emotionally honest Let's Play, and that's what I prefer. I prefer to be emotionally honest like that. There'll inevitably come points where I've been recording for 2 or 3 hours and I'm starting to get a little impatient, and some things that may have been only slightly annoying become a lot more annoying. And maybe I'll be like, oh, this is so annoying, and I'll go on about that kind of thing. It's not me trying to be angry video game nerd or be funny or be dishonest or anything like that. It's just my raw emotions coming out. And a lot of times it's hard to say how much I really enjoy the game until I've finished the game and had a chance to reflect on it. A good example of that would be, say, Super Meat Boy. You know, how much do you actually enjoy every single moment of Super Meat Boy? Probably not a whole lot in the end. It's only when the game's finished and you sit back and go, wow, that was quite an adventure. I liked it. But you have to get to that point first, and there'll be a lot of swearing and frustration along the way. But it's all about the journey, right? Same way with Max Payne. Even though I'm like, oh, you idiot, Max, what kind of stupid... What's up with this story? It's ridiculous. You know, things like that. Because some of those little things get to me. But that doesn't mean I thought that the game sucked. I still think it's a good game, a solid game. Maybe a little overrated, but not bad by any means. Now, I didn't actually upload this to this point, but in my Deus Ex Let's Play, I'd gotten to a point where I was arguing that it was ridiculous the way that the game was trying to force me to be on your brother Paul's side and the NSF side, because there have been no evidence to show that the NSF was nearly as superior and righteous as the game made it out to be, and that it seemed like the game was forcing you to take sides in a very gray issue and so on. But it wasn't my feeling that something was off about the game that made me want to quit. In fact, if anything, that made me want to continue, because I wanted to examine how much further that went and talk more about it. It's just a matter of me being too familiar with the game. Now, that's not a problem with some other games, like when I played DroidWorks, and when I played The Sims, or, well, other games like that. Some games I know pretty darn well, and that's okay as long as I hadn't played them too recently. Because I like to have a little bit of discovery and remembrance as I play. If I know a game inside and out, I don't really want to play it. It's the mystery of learning new things that makes a game so much fun. At least to me personally. If I know a game too well, I just don't really want to play it. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means I'd still like to do other nostalgic games, but mostly games that I remember from my childhood or that maybe I heard about growing up. And there may be some cases where I play games that are from the era of games that I grew up with, but that I never personally played or that I never really heard of. So that's my goal, but I also really love the idea of playing indie games blind, especially if it's like along the lines of Dear Esther. Now, some think that I really hated Dear Esther or that I hated the story. I didn't. I have a very... Now, I'm actually an English student in college, so I have kind of a familiarity with literary criticism. That's not to say I'm great at it, but I've never been big in poetry myself, personally. So, if something's poetic, I analyze it and I darn well better hold water in under my scrutiny, or else I feel like it's being unnecessarily vague and pretentious and just kind of frustrating. That doesn't necessarily mean that I think it's crap, though. Just maybe that it's trying to be a little more than it really is or something. In any case, it'd be nice to play other games that had the same appeal to strong story and unique storytelling, I guess, that Dear Esther did. I've got a number of suggestions for different games I could play, and I have ideas of games I'd like to play, but I'm not putting up any kind of solid schedule, in part because I like to record whenever I feel like recording. I'd like to record whenever I feel like recording, but unfortunately that's not really a luxury at the moment. So, whenever I can record, or whenever I can get myself to record, I'll be recording the kinds of games that I feel may be most interesting. If I record a game and I, in the end, think that the commentary was crap and that I was just kind of embarrassed by it, you won't know because I won't ever put it up and you'll never see it. I think that's for the best, because I want my channel to have strong, high-quality Let's Plays and not just a bunch of schlock that I just churn out. But hopefully, I'll be picking up more games that just grab me in the right way and I can take the right direction. Well, I think that's mostly what I wanted to go over, so hope you have a great time watching, that is. And thanks for subscribing, and thanks for being there for me, I guess. I'm not sure how devoted any of you are, but I just appreciate having feedback, especially comments. Likes are nice because I can get a gist of what you like, what Let's Plays were best, and which videos of those Let's Plays were best. But additionally, I really like to see comments, because then it kind of elaborates on what exactly of the video you liked most. And then it also gives me an avenue for a discussion with subscribers, and I like that kind of stuff. I like to discuss games and other things. It's fun. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll be uploading some videos soon, I hope. Again, I don't have any recorded now to upload, but hopefully within the next few days I'll find time to start recording, and then once I've built a nice comfort zone of videos, maybe a week's worth or so, then I'll be uploading them. Thanks for watching. Bye.